All right, everybody, welcome back to the Deep Dive.
Yeah, welcome back.
Today, we are going deep on a topic that I think is going to resonate with a lot of people out there.
I think so.
And that is, when things are going well
Oh.
in a relationship, and then suddenly the guy just like pulls away.
Right.
And we are going to be looking at some source material that we have from a relationship podcast.
Yeah.
And yeah, obviously that is not like, scientific or
No.
anything.
Right.
But it's, kind of a good little glimpse into some pretty common relationship dynamics.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's dive right in.
Yeah.
One of the things that I thought was really interesting in this podcast was just this idea that, like, okay, you're hitting it off, everything's going great,
Yeah.
you're really vibing, and then all of a sudden,
Best game.
yeah, just like silence.
Right.
And, from the female perspective,
Yeah.
I mean, it's so frustrating.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
It charms you crazy.
Almost
though.
like, what are you,
Wait.
what's going on?
What is happening?
Like, were you not into me?
Yeah.
Were you just playing me this whole
Again.
time? What's the deal?
Exactly.
But you know what I thought was interesting was, the podcast also sort of looked at it from the male perspective,
Yeah.
and sort of tried to give some insight into why that happens.
Okay. Yeah.
And, it's not necessarily that he's not interested.
Okay.
It could be a way of coping
With
those
Yeah.
really intense feelings.
Oh, so like he's feeling things too.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
And, he might not be ready to like jump all in
Oh, okay.
and commit to something serious.
Got it. So like
Because he might need some space
he needs some space to like
just to evaluate
evaluate
how he's feeling.
Okay.
Is he really ready?
So instead of like
Yeah.
communicating that,
Right.
he's just like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Needs
It,
space.
it seems counterintuitive,
Yeah.
but it can be a way for a guy to just process what he's feeling. Yeah.
And, kind of look at, am I ready for this?
Okay. So like for women, they're like,
Yeah.
okay, let's talk about this. Like, what's
Oh,
going on?
What are you feeling?
And the guys are like,
Nope.
I need to go into my cave.
I got to go think about it.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll be back.
And, I think the podcast host, she kind of said something about it being like an instinct for men to pull away.
Yeah. I think that's
So can you talk a little bit about that? Like, what is that about?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you think about it,
Mm-hmm.
like traditional masculinity,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of times men are,
Yeah.
conditioned to not really show a lot of emotion.
Okay.
They're supposed to be strong and tough,
Right.
and, not vulnerable.
Right.
And so, if they start feeling things
Yeah.
and they're not sure what to do with it,
Mm-hmm.
that could be like a defense mechanism
Okay.
to just retreat
Got it.
and think
Definitely.
it through.
So is it possible that they're just like not ready?
Oh, absolutely.
That's a very real possibility.
Okay. So it's like fear of commitment.
It could be fear of commitment and some unresolved issues that they're working through,
Mhm.
whatever.
Okay. So then,
Yeah.
like, let's say you're a woman in this situation.
Right.
And this is happening to you.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well,
Do you chase after him?
right. That's the question.
Or do you, like, back off?
Well, I think,
I mean, because
yeah,
the podcast was kind of saying, like,
given space.
yeah, give him space.
Yeah.
But it's hard.
Oh, it is to do that?
It is so hard
It's
when
like
you're
you-
feeling,
Yeah.
it's like, I want to know
Yeah.
what's going on. Tell
Yeah.
me.
Exactly.
But, the more you chase,
Right.
the more you're going to push him away.
Yeah, that's true.
Um,
So I think it's better to just
to just focus on yourself.
focus on yourself and like,
Yeah, do the things that you want to do.
yeah, like do things that make you happy.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I was thinking like, okay, maybe this is like the perfect time to like,
Yeah.
finally, redo the bathroom or something.
Exactly. Or read that book that you've been wanting to read.
Right.
Learn that new skill.
Yeah,
Go on that trip.
exactly.
You focus on you.
So it's like, okay, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
And I mean,
Because if he really
Yeah.
cares about you and
Yeah.
he sorted through his stuff,
right.
he's going to come back.
He'll come back.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't,
If he doesn't, then
yeah,
it's probably a sign that,
that it wasn't.
that
like
it
the-
wasn't meant to be.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well,
Yeah.
at least I got my bathroom remodeled.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're better off for it.
So, I mean, this has been really
Oh.
interesting, but I'm wondering, like, are there ways to navigate these intense feelings as the relationship is developing
Yeah.
without, like, necessarily
Right.
needing to, like, take space?
Is space always the answer?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's a great question.
Yeah.
I think, open and honest communication, it can be really hard to do sometimes.
It is.
But I think it is essential for any
Yeah.
healthy relationship.
So being able to
Uh-huh.
talk about your feelings,
Yeah.
how to do that.
How to do that constructively
Yeah.
in a way that's,
Yeah.
helpful
Yeah.
to both people.
I think that's really
Yeah.
great advice.
Yeah.
So listeners out there,
Yeah.
who are dealing with this push and pull dynamic,
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
not alone.
You're not alone.
Remember that.
Happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. And just
Yeah.
remember, focus on yourself.
Focus on yourself.
Give him space.
Give him space.
If he's into you,
Yeah.
he'll come back.
He'll come back.
And if he doesn't, you deserve better.
Yeah, you deserve someone who's
Yeah.
going to be there.
Who can handle the roller coaster.
Yeah.
So I'd love to know,
Yeah.
what you guys think.
What are your experiences with this?
Yeah. What strategies have you found
Yeah.
that work for you?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
Let's keep talking about this.
Yeah. Let's keep this conversation going.
Absolutely.
All
Okay.
right. We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.
See you later.